Hey, last time on PeakD&D, I was surrounded by negative Nellies, and the negativity sunk the ship. We were on the boat, and even before we started, they're like, we don't have a chance. Like, man, we should just die. And you know what happened? We pretty much just died. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, we didn't
but
die.
Fire Giant on the boat, and he stabs it in the flaming sword. And meanwhile, there's like this other boat that's shooting giant flaming catapults at us, and there's all these fires, and the crew can kind of help, but they kind of suck. And like we get the Fire Giant. Finally, we're like able to like try to fix the Fire Giant problem, but then he loses his sword, and then he starts tearing the boat apart, and like it becomes very clear that we are not able to win this confrontation, and that there is something amiss. And then we finally actually get to kill one. He sinks the ship, and we're on the boat, and Tony's rummaging through the captain's quarters, and he dives out the window in a badass pirate maneuver, and he lands, and they're like, oh, we gotta go off the captain. They're like, why do we have to go off the captain? Because it's your dad.
Miles out to sea, we join
thought it was just a mile.
Intrepid crew, several miles.
Oh, it's
ish.
increased.
It's
now
hard
it's
to tell.
several.
Nautical miles are different.
Like literally a minute
It's
ago, you're like,
very
you're 1
different.
mile from
that
shore.
was off camera. It doesn't count now. You're
What?
7 miles off of sea.
Oh, God.
You're a couple hours away from shore.
We have one oar, Ben. One oar.
You're just going in circles.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Great.
We keep getting closer, but then we get further away for some reason, and then we get closer.
The longboat of the Jorva's Tale, now housing the remaining 8 crew members and our 3 intrepid heroes, as they decide what to do with some revelatory news, sort of given out by Boom Boom, the cannoneer, was I not supposed to say that? Sorry.
Julius,
Never mind.
unimpressed, goes and hands Boom Boom the fork and just says, talk.
That wasn't my
no,
dad.
thanks. I'm not hungry.
No, this is the talking fork. And now you need to tell us the whole story.
That wasn't my dad.
Well, yeah, I mean, it kind of was. Yeah, so maybe I'm not the best person to say.
Well, you spoke up, friend, so.
What'd you say? Speak up. Shut up, Joe. This is gonna turn into me in 8 voices.
Yeah, you
I
talking
watch
to
it.
yourself.
I will watch it.
Okay. Nope, not gonna do it. So yeah, a very soggy Blind Joe and a very soggy Benson just sort of like wrap themselves in blankets and look expectantly at Boom Boom. He goes, okay, I mean, I don't know all the details, but this is what I do know. That your dad is like really important. He's from a very important family. His bloodline is...
Well, yeah, I guess I've always known that.
Oh, right. But okay. So your dad, the guy in Jorva, right? Our boss, he traded places with a man named Percy Pennyweather.
Am I adopted?
I mean, in not so many words. I'm really mucking this up, you guys. I just don't feel like I'm
It's
the
only
best
one word.
person.
yeah. Actually, yes or no would have sufficed there, but
I mean,
thanks, Boom Boom.
you are the man who is the captain of our ship, Percy. He's really Diderian Atma.
What?
Your dad
When did this happen?
was a member of our crew long time ago. I'm one of the ones who have been here the longest, so I was here when this all happened. I know this is a lot to take in.
So
I know this is a lot to take in, my dear, but you just got to listen to him. Okay, all right. I'm just gonna keep going with this.
So Percival Pennyweather raised Ravi?
Yeah, that was the deal. We had to hide him.
So my
because-
dad in Jorva is really named Percy Perryweather.
Pennyweather, but yeah. And he took on the...
And that person who just got carried off with the fire giants is my dad, Diderian Atmar.
That's Diderian Atma.
When did this happen?
When were you born?
5, 6, 7. I don't know. When was it
How
born?
old are you? 18? 18
7.
years ago? 17 years ago?
Half elf. Yeah, whatever.
This is gonna get awkward because your younger sister.
I'm in college. 20. Round number. Nice
Yeah,
round number.
No, that's probably right. So, yeah, that's why you were brought on board the ship from time to time, is your dad wanted to see you. And, Percy, the real Percy, your dad, hold on, I'm mucking it up. The guy in Jorva, who's Dedarian, who is posing as Dedarian Armor.
The guy in Jorva who raised you.
Yeah. Good on him. Your dad had to go into hiding, your real dad, who was our captain for a while. Something about his bloodline and some prophecy or something, him and the captain knew about it. And so they had to switch places to keep your real dad safe. They figured that if nobody else knew about it, then the secret would die with them. And his bloodline would, live on, but it would be safe from, people who wanted to meddle with him. But I think what happened was that's why them Swaggen came after us. They was going to deliver us to some fire giants or something. And then
Why do they want him?
I don't know what fire giant, they got all kinds of crazy rituals and they're on them islands and stuff. They've set up some kind of base on Rowana from what, most of the other trade ships are saying already.
All right. Well,
We ain't seen too
back
many
up. You
people.
say he's from a bloodline, this ancient bloodline.
Yeah, the blood of Otmar. So if anyone was ever to go after him, they'd get Percy Pennyweather and they wouldn't be able to do whatever crazy voodoo, magic, arcane stuff. Why do you think you're so good at magic?
I don't know. I just thought I was good at magic.
Yeah, but you've seen Percy, your dad, and Joel. He's not
Yeah.
that good at.
No, he's also not that good at fencing either.
You're really good at fencing. Our captain was very good at fencing.
I'm with you. All right. But then why
You've
would
seen
they
his-
want?
Well, he had a big hat on, so you didn't see. You didn't see. He has shockingly white silver hair underneath his hat, which your dad does not necessarily have. Your dad has gray hair. But
Yeah, he's just old.
Percy.
Who's Percy?
But
when
what
you
about
you
your
think about
mom?
it, you can. There's,
No, yeah,
there's a little bit of a resemblance between you and.
No, I'm piecing it. I'm not. I don't know.
Ravi, what about your mom? What about your sister? And who sent you then to Inara?
Or which one knows Captain Janeway?
Yeah. Janaway. Totally different.
My bad.
Oh, you know Janaway?
No. That's above the table.
All right.
No, we're not going down this wormhole again.
Yeah. Was that above the table? I don't know.
Mhm.
Can't tell anymore.
Well, yeah. I mean, Janeway sent you to come with me.
Oh yeah, let's have it out on the lifeboat. Come on, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Oh, plenty. Yeah. Janaway sent us. Yeah. Janaway sent me. Yes. But who sent the letter to Janaway is what we want to know. Okay,
Was it-
back on the table.
Was it Percy or was it my actual dad?
What do you know about him going to Inara?
Well, we were going too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So
But then
you
the
know, we were
Swahagan
go-
took them over.
But that's why your dad, Dedarian from Jorva,
Percy.
Percy, the real Percy, wasn't gonna go because he would have been too much of a target. Your dad, your real dad, Dedarian,
So Percy's the.
wanted to go. We was gonna try to look after you if we could,
Good job.
but it seemed we didn't know we was gonna be attacked halfway through. That wasn't on the plan either. But
So Percy who raised me is just decoy from my real dad.
Yeah. I mean,
It keeps your dad safe, but it doesn't keep you safe.
It's true.
we didn't think anybody else knew about the blood prophecy. We were supposed to take it to our graves, but we figured you knew about it.
Well, Anar's brother certainly knew about the prophecy.
And is your sister blood of Otmar, or is that?
You're very
Personal.
concerned. You're very concerned about his little sister.
Well, is it his sister? I don't even think it is. Half sister at best.
Yeah, I think she's a half sister. But
And I wonder how your mom felt about this whole situation.
Well,
Seems
where is
like she
my
was-
real mom? Is that my real mom? Or is that Percy's wife that's not my real mom?
Good question. Maybe Cookie's your mom.
wait,
Cookie turns. Actually, honey.
Blind Joe pipes up. I see I'm your dad. I suppose. Give me a hug, boy. Come
Three
on
dads?
over.
You got 3 dads?
Come hug Papa's neck.
Come on, Papa's dick.
He's like wandering away from me because he's blind.
Come here. No, I'm deaf. He's not blind. His nickname is Blind Joe. Yes. So, from what you were able to
Blind
gather,
Joe, get
this
away
was
from
all
me.
like, all of this Blood of Otmar stuff was
Mhm.
supposed to be, the two of them made a, like, some kind of pact,
A blood pack.
and basically, maybe not. So that basically, to keep you safe, to keep your dad as the decoy to Darian Otmar was supposed to be about. The children didn't particularly enter the situation. There is a sordid tale of the way you were conceived and the relationship that Percy
Whoa.
that Percy had with
Real Percy.
Darian and your mother had a relationship, and then later they had a relation. Percy and your mother had a relationship that became sort of the official front and cover. It's a very sad and tragic tale. We
Polygamy.
won't go into.
We live in Utah.
It's not like a weird polygamy thing. It's just that they had a fling. She was a young.
I'm the accident.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, not so many ways. Oh, no, that's not true at all. No, that's not. You're a blessing to all of us. We all loved watching you grow up.
I mean, I feel super blessed right now.
No, your blessed wore off. I don't feel blessed anymore.
So am I rowing towards shore, or what are we?
Well, stop rowing in circles. We got to change the
We need
side
more
of
than
each.
one oar. Oh, right. Yeah. There's more oars. They're in a thing somewhere, but it's fine. I didn't have time to paint them, so that's why they didn't. God, I know. Ruin the immersion.
And so your plan is for us in this boat to sail after the giant fire giant boat to stage a daring rescue of his real father.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Okay.
That was my fault anyway. The captain will do the same for us.
Huh.
But, we don't. What are we going to do otherwise? Shore is that way. This longboat's not going to make it very long.
No.
What do you think, Ravi?
We're kind of at capacity.
We should definitely.
Especially with all that shit you brought on board, that chair. I don't know what is here.
No, we don't need the chair. I just take the chair and throw it.
Blind Joe was
Oh,
sitting
look,
on
it floats. Blind Joe, you know what to do. He hops on board with spyglass. I'll do circles.
Now
Keep
we're
a lookout.
Now
So
we're
what-
towing
Keen
a
eye.
chair with Blind Joe on it.
I want
You've
to. Yeah.
tied it back. It's like a little
We should
dinghy
go.
behind you.
Gosh, we should go. We don't have a boat anymore. Can we sail that other boat? Can we sail that fire giant boat if we get a hold of it?
I reckon we could.
I
Probably
mean, that thing
not.
was humongous. Like, the ropes are probably as big as my body. Is that going to be a problem?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. But so we don't know a whole lot about the fire giants, but what I do know is that
How bad is it that they have the blood of Otmar?
that's probably pretty bad.
Like, what can happen?
Well, there's a lot of weird things about this bloodline that exists in various, texts and like accounts and things like that. The Atmar bloodline supposedly goes back all the way to the elves and prior to the Ether Wars.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it holds a lot of the, built-in magic of the world of Argilia, like primordial stuff.
Am I
Like-
just a living godstone?
Are you a god?
My god?
Not a god. So, I mean, I don't know what exactly they would have planned for your father, but I don't think it would be, sorry, Didarian, or the other guy. The guy with the cool hat.
My dad.
Yeah. I mean,
Real dad.
Real
yeah,
dad.
I'm sorry. I'm sure he didn't want you to find out like this. We thought you knew. We
Certainly didn't
only
know.
see you on high holidays and stuff when we come on board the ship. Said, "Oh, look at little Ravi. He's growing up. Look, he's got a little rapier."
Yeah, I just thought he was like an uncle, like best friends, like he was just around all the time.
Yeah.
Is he the one that taught you to fence?
Kind of. He would always play around with me, like on the ship. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean that's probably not like uncommon. Like a lot of the
For sure.
captains and stuff,
Yeah.
like they would come up to the
Yeah, like
house or
everyone
you'd go
would.
on board the ship.
Yeah.
Like, so you had a lot of like extended family. Your dad was always your the guy
Yeah.
you thought you was
My
your dad.
caretaker.
Yeah, your caretaker. He's like,
My
he might be your
stepdad.
father, but that guy that raised you did a good job.
Yeah,
like,
he's my father.
You have a lot of. He's your daddy.
He just didn't.
I'm your daddy, boy.
I just thought I was the black sheep of the family because no one else can really do magic or things. So that's why they put me in the Citadel. I don't know.
Yeah,
Thought I was special.
you are special, Robbie. Don't
Yeah, I
you
mean,
ever-
no one
you
else
are
is.
special, Robbie. Give me your daddy a hug.
I mean, I don't
Shut
know
up, Blind Joe.
what more you need. I mean, like you literally appear in prophecies. I don't know what more you need
I know. I was just, yeah.
for your fragile
Oh,
self
he
worth.
doesn't feel special enough.
Oh, they kidnapped my dad instead of me. Oh.
Oh.
Is this boat called the Jerry Springer?
We threw a chair.
You are. You are not the father. Blind Joe is not the father. Woo!
And Boom Boom who didn't have the words.
Even
As-
for a lookout, I wasn't. I
Aw.
didn't see that coming.
You just woke the baby. Not my baby.
Not my baby. Oh man.
Oh my God. It
I
is Jerry
mean, I'm
Springer.
sure if we can get him back, the captain could answer all your questions. I'm sure it'll be a. But we got to
Like,
figure
don't
out.
get me wrong. I need yeah, it's surprising, but also we're in a longboat that we just got. Also, I'm exhausted times 2 because my spell wore off.
Oh yeah.
That's
not
probably
gonna be-
fine.
That's not going to be bad. That'll be
probably
fine.
That was like minus. Yeah, got you.
I forgot what the -1 is. Oh, -1 to like everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So if I was on the cusp of, I don't think I was ever on the cusp of anything. No,
Make
so-
some room. Let Ravi sit down. He's taking in a lot of information and he's hurt. Can everybody just give him a seat? Boom Boom, can you move a little bit?
I only got.
Everyone
yeah.
move a little bit.
I
I
only
mean,
got
I'm on the
hit
rudder.
once.
I'm steering this thing.
Not hyperventilating or anything.
Just give him some room.
Yeah. No, it's a good idea. Thanks.
But we need. I don't know. We can't row this to Jastian. So whether we just rescue my dad and go on foot is one thing. If we want to try to find another ship is another, or commandeer that other one, their fire giant ship. But we need to go that way regardless. And if we're gonna go that way, we might as well do our best to reconnoiter Percy and or my father.
Capital idea, old chap.
I think he needs more time to process this information.
We're on a boat in the middle of the ocean. Time is all that we have.
Right. So I think you Boom Boom.
We
says,
got a
you know,
whole hour.
We got a whole hour. We go ashore. We try to figure out where they've got the captain. Look at what we can do to get a ship.
And you guys good at sneaking around?
Yeah, pick me. I'll do it.
Jesus
sneaky
Christ,
as hell.
Joe. Shut up.
So loud.
So
Right here.
What? What did you say?
I feel like my exhaustion is like just I'm pissed at Joe for no reason.
I'm a colorful character. I don't know why everyone's mad at me. Yeah.
At some point on the way rowing toward shore, I'd like to just pick the brain of first mate Abercrombie for a second. And like, you're a leader, you command people, and is it just like, be quiet and don't ever say, like, it seems like you haven't said much or done much, but everyone is obviously doing their part. But I've been failing so much leading people, and just like, is it just walk quiet and carry a big stick? Is that the plan? Like, what should I do? You seem to have it together.
I love that this like private conversation is happening
On a longboat.
at a crowd.
Can you step into my office, please? Can we go somewhere more private?
Come here.
Listen,
Let me holler at you real quick.
I've got a bad feeling about Julian.
I'm right here.
Nobody can help me. I can't say I have the best advice. I haven't said much at all during all of this.
I just figured that was your leadership style, and maybe I should adopt that.
It is. I try to project an air of confidence, because it's better to be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all shred of doubt.
Probably
In
do
other
the
words,
opposite.
I heard a famous person say that one time. But I try to take it all in, and I think that being able to listen is a quality that most leaders value, and it earns respect amongst those that are supposed to talk to you. That are supposed to report to you, I should say. I hardly have to say a word now, and the crew anticipates what needs to be done, and I trust them to know that. I don't know what else I can.
So if
Tell
I want to
you.
get my friends to attack or to like dodge out of that way or run this way, like yelling at them doesn't seem to work.
Oh no, drills though. You did drill constantly.
Oh.
We've missed morning drills already today, but we'll deal with that another time.
Drills.
I'll make them work at it. Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes.
Miss
Also, we
Abercrombie.
pay them. All these men are paid to be here. Men and women.
Oh, you don't need it. You can have it all.
I'm having trouble finding the common ground here between. You are the leader, presumably, of these two.
I should be. Yeah.
I buy that. I believe that. I see that.
Just from a tactical point of view. Leader.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
Ravi's the like actual leader, but when it comes to a situation like a tense situation that we're in, yeah, like I'm the one with the most knowledge, and should be the leader, but it doesn't seem to work out that way all the time.
I can tell you this: you'd make an excellent first mate, because I think I should be in charge too. But yes,
Smell a mutiny coming up.
Well,
I
aren't
know
you the
enough
captain right now?
of this boat. of
And the
this
last
long-
boat, since the
Well,
captain left.
For the brief moment that it was afloat, yes, I was in fact the.
Don't put that one on your
For the last
resume.
minute, I was the acting captain.
Commanding officer, 18
Above-
minutes.
I was a bit too concerned with putting out fires and keeping the ship together to, keeping it upright than to do anything else other than enjoy. I didn't move into the captain's quarters or anything like that at this point. But I listen, for what it's worth, and I don't know much of you, Oren, was it? But I can tell you've got some things that leaders do admire and make good qualities in a leader. You have ambition, and you have a desire to see others do well and keep others safe. And those are the qualities that can't be taught. So whatever you do, whether you become a commander of legions or the person that your friends can count on and trust. All I can tell you to do is to do it to the best of your ability and be true to yourself.
Thank you, Captain Abercrombie.
Well, I like the sound of that.
I'm
You
gonna
are
rifle
flattering.
through my stuff real quick. And I was like, here's hoping that we both have the leadership qualities to make it. And I believe in you too. And I'm gonna slap the sticker, the honorary sea captain sticker, on her
Nice.
shirt.
She sort of like straightens it, kind of sits up a bit.
It's official.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Orenson.
Aye, aye.
You're welcome aboard any ship I happen to command, should I find myself in another one.
And if you need a first mate, look for someone else, because I'm gonna be my own leader.
I have all the faith in the world that you will be.
All right.
That was a really good speech, first mate. That was a really good speech.
She's a captain.
say? If you need a first mate, find someone else.
Right. So yeah, you guys are approaching shore. You see, it was nighttime, so the sun is slowly rising off to the.
I'm gonna try to get some sleep on the way.
Yeah, you've got I'd say a couple hours before you get to shore.
If we were just a mile, but now we're 7 miles, I think, so we do have time.
I don't know how many miles we were.
It's a number of nautical miles ahead. It's measured differently. I don't know that we have quite enough time we don't have time for a long rest, but if you want to take a short rest, you could.
Give him some room.
Or a quick rest.
A quick
I don't know
rest. That's
which
what I
one.
meant.
I mean,
I
either.
need to look
possible.
if one of those, or can you look up if one of those helps with exhaustion?
Probably just a long rest.
I
What
think
hap-
Let's
that is
look
true.
it up. Play
What
look
spell-
it up game.
Is it that gives you the exhaustion?
Overload magic.
Oh.
So I overload my powers of magic, but then after a minute I get 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh.
Yeah,
Kinda
1
like
hour
rage.
long.
It's like rage for wizards.
Can nobody
Wizards.
heal him? Does nobody have anything for this? Can everybody hear me on this boat? Can anybody help Ravi right now?
We heard the whole thing.
Oh.
Even I heard it. I can't hear shit.
Oh.
Yay, you did.
I just
Here
found
it
a
is.
hat and put it over my head.
Here's a cracker for you. Yeah, the quartermaster hands you like a little
What?
cookie, like a cracker.
Why did
It's like hardtack. It's like a really
Lembas bread.
one full bite is enough to fill the stomach of a full-grown man. How many did you eat? 3. You spend 1 or more rest points.
Can you spend
regain-
rest points on a short rest?
Yes.
I don't
Some
remember
features
how exhaustion works as far as getting
regain
stuff
expended
back.
uses when you. Let's see.
Did you take damage on that last fight?
If you spend 4 hours,
Yeah, I took
both 4-hour
point.
periods.
I didn't take any.
Exhaustion. Maybe you should have done.
I know.
4-hour periods doing no activity. That's 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
So that would
then
be
I'm
like-
still exhausted.
That would be a long rest.
Yeah, since this is only 2 hours, I'm still exhausted.
Yeah.
Should probably stop using that spell.
That's crazy. Pump it up. Always do it.
Gives me +5 to attacks, which is insane. So,
That is insane. We'll see if it makes it into beta.
well, I guess it's +3 if I use it again.
beta 9. What is it?
Just don't
We'll
kill
see.
yourself.
I will try not to.
Or do and make a new character. Whatever.
So as you approach the shore, the sun is rising. You can see enough away.
Do we see the fire giant ship? Do we?
Lando, yeah. So you see what looks to be a rather barren shore, kind of jagged rocks and like big rocky cliffs and that kind of thing.
Sure.
So it's a bit. Your longboat can easily navigate through
Sure.
it, but it would be a rather precarious path for any ship, let alone a giant-sized one. But it seems like so sort of it's kind of these craggy rocks outcroppings throughout the shore that seem to have one sort of entrance down the main thoroughfare, but that protects the shoreline. And you see this. You see what looks like a giant, like, kind of blackened, almost not quite obsidian, but like a blackened fortress, like almost made of stone itself.
Oh.
Sort of looming on the cliffside as the sun rises. You can sort of see it glinting.
That's probably where they're taking it.
Yeah, it's very like jagged, and there's like a giant like archway in the center of this thing that's sort of built into the cliff, and that very much looks like the inside of a like some kind of covered port or entry that is large enough for one of those ships to have passed it through, but it's not terribly tall, so it's sort of like built into the cliff, but just about big enough for one of those boats to have gone through there.
Why are there fire giants
On Rowana.
with fortifications? Like, you guys sail a
Rowana.
bunch, right? Like, have you noticed this before? I mean, like, were there cranes out for construction for a while? What?
We don't normally sail through the coast of Rowana. We generally sail around the Ignited Straits to go to Jastian, which is of course the main port of call in this area. This has certainly been established there. There have been rumors that the Roanans had dealings with other folks other than the Vortorian Empire, but we didn't know they were dealing with the Ignited Straits clans or anything like that. But this certainly seems to be that they've moved in, likely because of, well, Rowana is rumored to have a lot of magical and mystical origins, and there are supposedly ley lines that allow for exceptional magical technologies to exist. They keep them very closely guarded. These cliffs extend throughout most of the lands, and the borders are very closely guarded secrets by the Jastians. But
So now we got godstones and ley lines.
We also have this letter I forgot about that you told me to get.
oh, yes,
I'm gonna read that.
all right.
It was like his personal notebook too.
yeah, like it's
whatever.
his
Or
journal.
captain's log or whatever.
Yeah, so it's if you look through the book, you see it's basically the whole story that was told to you in a much more elegant
I guess that's
versions
what I
of
would
this,
spend my
but-
time while we're rowing.
Yeah.
Should probably do that.
not
Yeah,
resting.
you're not rowing.
Are you resting? Are you taking a short rest or
No.
or no? Okay.
I'll probably
Great.
just read that.
Yeah, we'll say it's like 2 hours on the ship on the boat.
And the note that they said was important to get.
Yeah. So that letter is actually addressed to you,
God, what is
Once-
with all these letters addressed to me?
and it's I don't have the text in front of me, but I will make that if you want. It basically says that, if you ever read this, I hope you know that what I did was to help protect you, to keep you safe and keep the secret of our bloodline that you now share, that you of course share it secret, and that those who would seek to use the power of our bloodline for nefarious reasons will, it's a secret that I closely guard, and I hoped never to have to burden you with. He mentions that that Percy, or the man who raised you, is a good man, and that he would he would guard the secret with his life as well, and that he seems to trust your father implicitly.
Gotcha.
Your dad, the guy who raised you.
You should
Well,
have
it
changed
seems
your
like
last
the
name.
switcheroo didn't really work because
Yeah.
fire giants kind of have him right now.
And I also do, like, to Oren's point, fail to see how it helps you. Like, it helps your dad stay hidden, but, like, you
I'm
have
with you.
always been
I mean, I'm still
Named
parading
Bobby.
around. Yeah.
Otmar, but now you have a less capable person defending you in the home
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see that like your dad, in the journal, there's a lot of entries about like he has to stay hidden. He always sort of thought that he would be the one they would come after for
Sure.
whatever reason, but he was like, if I keep the secret of the Blood of Otmar secret, then no one else will know about it, and like no one,
And maybe it's just
No one will
staying
seek out
far
the
away from
bloodline.
you. Staying away from you is what keeps
Yeah.
you safe if they're looking for you.
Yeah.
Let's tell ourselves that.
Typical.
Let's tell ourselves that.
Yeah, typical
Typical-
tragic childhood. What are you
Typical.
gonna
I gotta stay away from you to keep you safe.
Mm-hmm. Because that always works.
That's how
This
that
is for
always
your own
works.
good.
For your own good.
That's
you're
not what
right.
I say. I say stay close. I say stay close to keep you safe.
Oh, geez. Therapy session? Is this why I keep running away from you during battle?
Because he's smothering you.
Keep smothering me. You're not my real dad.
No, because I'm trying to keep you safe by running away.
Hey, you said you wanted your real dad.
I didn't take any damage in that last fight. You're not wrong, Robbie.
I think Blind Joe just wants a hug from somebody. He's like, yeah, I'll be your dad too.
I'm not giving him one.
I'm not giving him a hug. It's all right. I know.
No,
I
you're
don't
the
blame you.
creepy
I wouldn't.
uncle. I don't want to.
Definitely. Yeah, we're all your creepy uncles. Yeah, it's great.
I want to go straight to great, but yeah.
Yep. No, it's great. So yeah, there are some. This fortress seems to be.
So we're just gonna sail our little boat into the center of the fortress.
Probably
Where the
not
big
I don't,
boats
I
go.
don't think that's a
Yeah.
good idea at all. I think we should probably find like a outcropping somewhere else.
nearby,
circle
but
back.
to,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But the ship, the big black ship, went through.
In theory,
Yeah, you can like see it sort of. It's in this like, recess cave.
And then is
sorta
something going to
harbor
close? Is
thing.
there like gates, or is it just going into this?
It seems to be like a iron, like a wrought gate.
Oh,
Like the water can go through, but would keep out like a ship.
sure.
But they're all like exceptionally sized. It's like bigger than human sized for sure.
well, let's find it. Yeah, let's find a safe place, like a beach or something, some semblance of a beach that we can actually like
Right.
get on.
Yeah, so
shore.
it's sort of on a point, so you can kind of go back and around and you find a little cove on a rocky shore that you could probably bring the longboat up. And again, you guys can navigate. You're small enough craft, you can easily navigate through the jagged sort of shoreline of teeth, and outcroppings and stuff. Yeah, you guys are able to pull the longboat up onto the shore. It kind of looks like it's like black rocky shore, not sandy, but it's like, again, I wouldn't say it's not volcanic, but it's almost like ashen gray, kind of like
Okay.
like it's been processed in some way. Like these rocks are almost dirty, like they're just kind of sooty and gray.
Yeah, this isn't the natural feature of.
Yeah, it would be
Rowana.
like austere rocky cliffs but this is like just sort of kind of dirty and dingy a little bit, and like just
Very
kind of gray
industrial.
and kind of weird.
Does
Yeah.
it look like the stuff that would be on the in the inside of a? Would it be called a kiln for a blacksmith?
a forge?
forge? Yeah,
furnace?
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it definitely looks like kind of, almost like it's covered in ash, but it's like permanently adhered to these rocks.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Not maybe a little like sludgy almost, like it's just covered with gray, gross.
This is just fire giant processed.
It's just fire giant poop. Is what it is. Not really, but it's like, yeah, it's like almost like just
Dead skin. Fire giant dead skin cells.
Yummy.
like what do they call it? The scree fields, like
Yeah.
on the tops of mountains, but
Sure.
just kind of like gross gray rocks, sort of like just strewn and giant. That's what the
Like
shore is made
tailings?
of. Sure, yeah,
Like
there's,
mining tailings?
yeah, like what would be coming out of a mine
Yeah,
of some
yeah.
kind. Yeah. Yeah. So you see, and you can see on top of the fortress, you can still sort of see it off in the distance. There's like these big spires that sort of come up out of this fortress. That there's a big wall that sort of overlooks out over the ocean, and then these spires have like pillars of flame coming out of them, like big spouts of flame. That would
Well, it's definitely
like
fire
flare every
giants.
once in a while, but kind of like just like these big lighthouses kind of thing, sort of, with gouts of flame coming out of them. Yeah, so you can there are some sneaky folks in the crew if you want them to come. Everybody else is like willing to post up. Nobody's wearing like a lot of armor or anything, so they can be, except for you.
Yeah.
So you can probably attempt some group stealth checks and bring a couple of folks with you. Most of the small folk are like pretty sneaky. So Fish
Not
Hook,
Joe.
No, 'cause he's loud.
Cookie.
yeah. So Blind Joe is he's a halfling, so he's actually naturally pretty stealthy. And then Fish Hook,
His mouth ruins
He's not
it.
coming.
the quartermaster, Fish Hook is he's a gnome, so he's like kind of magically fleet of foot. And the cook she's a dwarf, so she's probably less sneaky.
Probably knows caves.
but yeah, like is good with anything to do with mining and stuff. Naturally, she kind of understands that kind of masonry type of thing. Like Boom Boom is probably the word. Like he's a big half orc dude. He's muscle, but you know.
And distraction potentially.
So this is where you select your party if you want to bring anybody else, and then you've got a bunch of like humans and demi-humans on your group.
Are we on shore?
Yeah, you guys are sort of like in a tucked away
I'm
little
gonna
corner.
walk away a little bit from the group, and I'm gonna pull out the message stone to Thaniel, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, so check it out. We need to get a message to Inara. We are on the coast of Rowana, and for some reason, there is a giant fortification on the northern coast of Rowana. So I'm not sure if you guys know what's going on with them and that, but it seemed like some pertinent information to tell you."
Over and out.
I just hang up.
Come on,
Bye.
Julius. We have
That's
to
how you did it
practice
last
this.
time.
We're gonna have to practice this.
No, I heard about these drills. I am,
heard about that?
I am protesting.
You heard
Everybody
about
heard about it.
We're all in the same boat, literally.
I was sitting next to her on the other side.
Oh, we're still gonna practice.
Like cut back to Julius, just like
Exactly. Like making awkward eye contact with Ravi, like, oh, no.
sitting right next to the first mate.
I'll just walk away. I won't say anything. I'll just
And
walk
Oren's
away.
like, come over here. I just gotta talk to you. I love it. Yes.
So that's what. So we're gonna take the whole party, and we're gonna go try to sneak around and
I think definitely
find
the
out
gnome.
information.
I don't know what we're
Quartermaster?
gonna do.
Well, we gotta find a good way in, right? And then we gotta find your father, and we gotta find a way to get out.
Yep.
Cool.
Seems about right.
If the big ship, if the dark ship is a way to get out, then we need someone. A quartermaster might be a good person to bring, also. But if the ropes are as big as,
Well, I don't think 4 people are sailing a ship that big.
yeah,
And I also don't think that 4 people are going to rescue. I mean, it took a lot of what we had to take down one of these giants, and this is a large
It's daytime.
fortification.
It is. Yeah, it's like
Or
early
morning.
morning.
we're bringing everyone then, even these unnamed merchants.
No, I think this
Oh.
is a.
Oh, the 3 of us.
No, I think this is a foolhardy suicide mission. Like,
Oh,
if there's probably 10 of those big guys at least in that giant ass building.
well, if you don't believe we can do it, we're definitely not going to be able to do it.
God,
Julius.
I swear, this is what I'm saying.
You just gotta think positive, Julius. Don't be all doom and gloom. What's that about?
Oh my god.
We couldn't take on 1, but we can definitely take on 10.
Yeah, 10 is a lowball estimate of how
And
many
we
are
had
in
other
the building.
concerns. Yeah.
Well,
This
what are their
is-
weaknesses? Who knows about fire giant weaknesses?
Ice.
Make me a.
You aren't you the
Make
first
me a
mate
history
in
check.
the war guy?
A history
Someone
check?
can make a history check. Yeah.
Come on out of jail, guys.
Get
Okay,
back in
did
jail,
him
guys.
good. No, it did him good.
Hey, great.
That
They thought about what they did.
19.
They had to think about it. All right, I'll give you that. Fire giants are immune to fire, and they are vulnerable to cold.
Could have told you that one.
What? Okay, well, I
You
mean,
happen to have a pair of frosty claws.
Oh, great. So they'll
On
do they'll do extra damage.
we have to think differently than that. What if we could change the weather?
Just make it slightly chillier. If
I don't
only,
know.
if
So,
only
so
Steve
we,
I
could
don't
do
so we
it
go in
just
there,
this.
we find the thermostat, we turn it down.
Oh, burn.
What if we do turn off the furnaces, all the fire pillars? What if we turn all those off?
I don't know.
I don't know how it's.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, it would take away their ammunition.
Great
of some-
Scott,
in some-
Benson, you're standing right here.
We're all standing right here.
I thought we were discussing the plan. Is that not? Is that he holds up his guns? He's like, I think I could help. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
The
If you
crew
cut that
was-
off, I don't know what it's doing for them. per
Well, this
se.
doesn't. I mean, we're willing to help out. I don't know how capable we are. We are definitely. We can. This seems to be more of an extraction.
I feel like this is
type
a
situation.
stealth mission.
Yes, exactly.
However, needing the whole party in some way, shape, or form to get out. Because we're not getting out on a longboat. Like, that makes zero sense. Where are we going to go? Or are we hoofing it from Rowena on land?
The other thing is, it's not like the fire giants want your dad. They're giving him to some, like, the fire giants aren't the end goal, right?
I
The
don't know.
Shadow King is going to meet him there? The Shadow King is there?
We don't know if they're in consorts with the Shadow King at all. This could be something completely different.
They did mention that the Swaggin failed, and that's why they have to be here. That's why they had to come get
Oh.
your dad.
So maybe they are in consorts.
We've seen the Shadow King. We could act as the Shadow King.
Ooh. Just have like a huge shadow on the wall.
Yeah,
And we're
exactly.
just
Look,
like
a bunny.
Well, I don't have any. You
while
what are
we
your
while we,
ideas, then?
while we sneak around
I
and
think
try
these
to
are all
get,
great ideas. Above the table, Will. I love it.
You
I
know
love
what,
that you're
guys?
throwing out. You're spitballing. Your brain's in the right place. Your heart's in
Change
the
the
right place.
weather or act like the Shadow King or whatever else you guys want to do.
Well, let's hold audition. Let's hold Shadow King auditions.
Okay.
Was that the? Oh,
okay, right now Joe's gonna be Shadow King.
I tell you, just let me in there.
That's his job.
I also noticed I've been squinting my eye, but I haven't been consistent with which one it is. And I think that's canon for
Yeah.
Blind Joe.
Yeah,
He's
that
just
is.
like
So
like that.
yeah, stealth mission. Everyone comes.
Like,
Maybe try to.
everyone?
I guess we can come pick them up after, or maybe some of them stay and row the longboat out to the sea, and we pick them up out once we get the boat out.
Can we jump off the cliffs?
Or are we gonna walk the rest of the way, or find a caravan? Where are we?
Like safely?
Yeah.
Would he like jump off of the
when we were rowing in.
like into the boat?
safely?
Yeah. What did it? Well, not into the boat. Did it seem like we could jump off the the fortress into the water?
I mean that's probably a good 40, 50 feet at least.
That's
and if you're talking
doable.
about like up on the like
Was it
maybe it'd be a
rocky?
little
Was it deep?
dicey.
Yeah.
I think you would probably want to like have a rope or something
Okay.
to do that. But
I would.
jagged rocks below? More than likely.
Yeah, I guess
I
I
like
think the
this
thing
plan.
is like, are we trying to get the ship, or are we like extraction
So-
only, and then we're like walking on land the rest of this way?
So I would like to walk a little bit of ways and then pull out the other message stone and be like, Admiral Sianu,
Oh yeah, because
hey, check it out. We are in
Oh, yeah,
a
Marina's
bit
right here.
of dire straits, friend. For whatever reason, there are fire giants that are fortified on the northern coast of Rowena, and they're attacking ships, and they wrecked our ship, and I'm with Ravi and Oren and the remainder of the crew, and we could really use a ride.
Over and out.
Thanks.
Right, it's me, Orange, here too. All right. So call it. All right, great.
And then I guess we just go see what we're gonna find in there. But
Yeah, we're not going to know anything until we actually get in there
So-
and do some reconnoitering.
the more people we bring, the more chances we have of being spotted.
So do we want to chill for a minute and see if we get any feedback, and then we can kind of, because I feel like escape plan is the hinge here. We don't know how we're getting out.
We could scout. We could do a little scout.
Yeah, so we could send Gnome Guy, who's super stealthy apparently, and maybe
See if
they
we
could just go scout
See if they can find a way in.
way in. Yeah, just more information in general. Get a little closer. And then he comes back, but that gives us time to get back messages.
Possibly, yeah.
Sounds good. Fishhook's going in by himself.
Fishhook. That's the quartermaster's name.
Yay.
And he's the quartermaster by himself. All right. It's probably fine.
I like my odds.
You're Fishhook?
I trust.
I'm Fishhook, yay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look,
I
you're
trust that.
just going to like
Just check it out.
yes, and then coming right back.
Don't kill anyone. No slitting throats.
No.
I don't think you can
slitting.
reach
Giant throats.
Don't think you can reach those
I
threats.
think I could.
You can take out one
Yeah.
or two. I don't know.
Hey, listen, I'm a gnome. I'm a natural born enemy of a giant. It's great.
Great. We'll send the racist one in.
I'm just touting my natural abilities, my ancestry.
Mhm.
A
Cool.
long-standing quarrel with the giants, me and my kind.
Cool.
I don't know why you're taking it to a racist place. It's just a
So if you can find a way
natural
in,
thing.
if you can find a way,
that
like,
you hate this other race.
if you can get
I
a
don't-
count,
I don't think you're seeing the right. We're appealing to a certain demographic, and I think that we're not doing a very good job. of it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Gnomes and giants do hate it. Lore. Never mind. It's fine.
We'll find out if it's fine. But
Ooh, I can feel the inbox swelling. All right, yeah. So Fishhook's
find-
going
so find out.
to
I think just Fishhook.
Try to find a way in.
send
maybe
him
get
in.
maybe
All
get a
right.
count of like, and relative idea of how many are in there.
Hey,
I think entrances, yeah. Entrances, exits,
hey,
points.
make a map. Map
Wouldn't
it out.
hurt. Yeah.
Put the points on the map. All right, I can do that.
And
About how-
inventory stuff. That's you're naturally good at that too.
Aye.
Yeah.
Bit of the project manager of the sea is
Yeah.
what I am.
If you can find out what they're doing with those smokestacks or the fire towers.
Hey, the spires. The fire
I don't
spires.
know. Should we have the buddy system? Should someone go with them?
Nah, I'll bring Blind Joe.
Don't know.
No.
Sorry, Joe. Nah, it's fine.
Or does one of us want to go with them?
I mean, he can go and reconnoiter and come back and tell you what happens.
I mean, I'm just.
We'll see.
I'm not going to be sneaky. Clang, 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 clang.
Unless you were to take your armor off.
And then what am I? What, then I'm like,
It's-
you guys defenseless?
Just an information. It's just an info. We're not fighting anybody.
I'm happy to go, and I'll bring. Can I bring my shield?
That's probably not a great idea either.
I don't know. Does that make you louder? Or does that... I mean, like, your plate armor obviously is going to, like... Do you have full plate armor? Is that what you have? Like, a full set of armor?
Yeah.
No, okay. Like...
That's gotta be fun. In.
Nope.
Yeah, like,
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
there's
He's going
probably,
along.
like, some leather accoutrement
I like it.
to it.
Nope.
Like-
He's going alone.
All right, great. So Fishhook...
Guess what? Might as well make, I don't know, some semblance of a camp just in case while we're all here.
You see him as he ducks among the rocks, and he whips out this like little cloak, and he just like dude is a shadow. Like he just like just pieces out,
Word.
beelines it up the cliff.
Feel better about this situation.
Yeah. And so as you're waiting for Fishhook to come back, your let's see, how long has it been? Probably hasn't been quite long enough to receive a message back from the from the stones.
But you're saying we're gonna get one.
You may be.
What other
maybe.
stones do we have? Those are
Those
the two, right? I
those
thought
are
there
the
was
only
one
two.
more.
There was a third one that you had in Moonstone, but
Went
you
to-
can't. It doesn't. It's dead end now because
It doesn't go to the
not in the
ethereal
same
plane.
lane.
Very
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, so it was like you got a message back. but
Is that
it's-
one still?
sorry.
Is that one still crackly? Are they gone still?
Mom.
Yeah, it's sort of like just cut off at the end of the message. Like it was, she was sending this message.
No, I
as
just
the-
wonder. I just wonder if we can communicate now.
No,
Like, are they
it
back?
seems to be like
Oh.
Dead.
dead on the other end.
Yeah.
It's just like
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you're trying to contact is in the ethereal plane.
Oh, that's information.
all right. So let's say, I don't know, how long did you give Fishhook to do his job? Like an hour?
I mean, how long is it gonna take?
We don't know.
Because we're like kind of far away.
That seems like an
Mhm.
all-day operation.
It's a couple hours at least, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll say an hour, and he'll come back.
I feel like it was just like an hour just to get up there, but I don't know how far away we are.
You guys aren't super far away. Like maybe, I don't know, a mile at the most. It's a mile. Everything's a mile. 7 miles, so it takes 18 hours for him to get back there and back. Maybe
I
you
would
told
say
him,
we sent him off with like reconnoiter as much as you feel comfortable and possibly can.
Yeah, for sure.
So
So he,
back by dark because it's like morning, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So if it takes,
Like,
a
take
few
your time.
hours-
I would say take his time. He could even like spot up and see if there's coming and going. You know, he doesn't have to go inside, but he can kind of just like, use his best.
Meanwhile, is there like a
Interest, but-
place where we can set up some sort of better camp? Like I feel like being like out in the middle of the beach
Yeah.
alone,
Like we have a go bag, but we also maybe could like,
and then
make
we
a
can
rock
like
fort or something.
just like
Yeah,
some
there's-
sort of cover from so like it doesn't become night and we have a cook fire.
Correct,
And they're
correct.
like, oh, what's down there?
Correct.
Huh, what's that? There's probably there's a nice outcropping that is sort of facing,
Yeah.
Or like a big
away
cave, like
from
a
the-
sea cave that's like, I don't know.
Yeah, like just not too far. You go up the cliffs a little bit and find some, flat area or an outcropping of rocks that you can set up underneath and have some shelter and be generally hidden from anyone passing by. Maybe, if someone was like doing a patrol on the shore, they might be able to see you, but that would be
Sure.
pretty, you're sort of down below everything. Seems like all the activity other than the port for
Right.
that big ship is up above you.
Cool.
On the craggy point where that fortress is. So yeah, we'll say a few hours go by, maybe let's say 4 hours at this point. So he'll 2 hours to an hour going up, reconnoiter for 2 hours, then come back for an hour. Say that.
I will use that time to rest.
Okay. Yeah, you have 4 hours. You can take that.
I'm
is
exhausted.
that is half of a long rest, but you get the points for that, right? So 4 hours of activity. I think that's right.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get any of your like MP back.
No, but if I can,
but I think you lose a level of exhaustion.
it's
after-
more so the exhaustion I'm worried about
Sure.
than anything.
I think
So
that's
if
true.
I can at least take a nap to get one of those out,
Each 4 hour period doing no activity, you decrease your exhaustion by 1.
that's what I'm gonna do.
So you can decrease 1 level of exhaustion.
How
Perfect.
exhausted are you, Ravi?
One exhausted.
You're one more exhausted?
And one more exhausted.
Yeah,
Well,
he
then
was
we
level
are
2.
gonna
Now
take
he's
the
back
day.
down to level 1.
Then let's take the whole day. Your dad took 20 years. We can take a day. We can take a day to
Well, let's
to
see
figure
what-
this thing out.
Do we get any phone calls?
You do. You get a response back from General Thaniel, who let's see, where is he? What is he doing right now? He stayed. Did he go back to Bronzegate, or was he supposed to stay in Inara? I think he was staying.
Don't remember.
Yeah, I mean,
an hour,
it's
yeah.
been like a month. since
Yeah,
we've seen
plus.
him, so
It's been a
who
while.
knows?
Well, it hasn't been that long.
He can do whatever
'Cause
he
it
wants.
was-
He could be doing whatever he wants.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for calling, General Thaniel. That's him, right? Yes.
Yeah.
There he is. I found him. There he is. Yes. Thank you for your call. I very, very sad, very weird to hear about the Ignited Straits making a move on Rowana. It must have been ongoing for some time. We of course haven't had much contact with that continent because being elves and all. I don't. You want us to intervene in some way? Please advise.
Oh, it
We'll
was
be
the
there in-
Fenoran delegation that was
Yeah.
at Gold Point.
Yes.
Yeah, the Fenoran. Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounded like not my problem, and it also sounded like he was on the toilet.
Still not
mean-
used to using these rocks to talk to you. Great. Yes, thank you. I'm glad to help. We'll be there in 10 days.
That's what Sianu says?
No, that's what Thaniel
Thaniel.
says.
Wait, what? No.
They're coming in 10 days.
No,
Well, we can. He's telling you it would take them 10 days
Sure.
to get there.
That's too long. What did we want out of him now?
I just wanted him to tell Anara. I just wanted him to get
Oh,
a message
right,
to
sorry.
Anara.
Yep, I'll tell Nara. That sounds good. She says she's gonna help if she can. She's a little busy, but
no,
I don't. Yep. All right. Over and out.
It's not supposed to work like this. You shouldn't be able to hear me right now. Maybe because you're close to the ley lines. Maybe it's a little.
Yeah, no, I'll respond to him later.
and then your marine one starts blinking.
I don't have the patience for this, and I just hand it to Oren.
You're sleeping.
Oh yeah.
You can.
No, I'm sleeping.
Ravi.
I'm sleeping.
Hello?
I'm doing nothing. That's not how.
This is Silver Porpoise calling Golden
Oh.
Eagle,
Yes.
and we are ready for extraction point 0. Say the word. We're en route.
They'll come if we just say the word. Then they'll be on their way.
Awesome. Well, we need transport for how many people?
10?
There's a crew of 10 plus the merchants and the 3 of you. So that would be with the captain. That's 18 people.
Oh. Oh, there's like 10 crew people that aren't named, that are just crew.
No, the crew is 10 people. No, 9 people. 1, 2,
And then us 3, and then
9
that.
people plus 3 of you
It's like
plus
14.
the 5 unnamed merchants who were
Oh.
the survivors.
yeah, just like regular midshipman crew members.
Yeah, they were like
Yeah, they were
the
like-
people who were there who were going to Inara to actually like do the trade.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
They're still here. Okay.
Yeah.
There were more of them, but many of them died
Or got
due to
eaten.
the Sahuagin.
So 18, yeah.
What? Point break. This is Golden Eagle. We are bingo fuel here. We need you. Everything is foo bar. We need you to Wilco us and immediately bring ship big enough for 20 people for extraction. Message us en route. Give us sitrep and time to meet us. Over and out. I got this, Julius. Thanks.
All right. So in another few hours, you'll get another message back.
I'm gonna text Fanuel back and be like, dude, we don't need anything. Just tell Anar, like, this was just about information.
I forgot what you said.
I
dude.
was
I'm-
just,
I'll be honest.
just giving you information to
Right.
let you know what's happening on the coast of Rwanda, so that in the like planning that you guys have, you are aware. Over and up.
It's close.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
he's trying.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
trying.
Comes
Abigail,
back,
catch
well,
you
I've
up.
already
He's
set
trying.
material out to you.
Yeah. God damn it.
Material's en route with the airship.
And an airship would be okay.
I'm coming, Sensei.
Wrong timeline.
All right, yeah, he's not Sensei anymore.
I'm coming anyway.
I like to party. A Paterial Ex Machina would be pretty cool. I don't think I can get away with that twice though. Although it hasn't happened in this timeline, to be quite honest. Okay,
She's
so
like, "What's that, Dad? What? Did you get a message from my boys? What was that?"
did you guys,
They won't text me
call?
back.
They called Dad. I told you to let me know if they call. God, you're such a buzzkill, Dad. God, you don't even like to party.
Still
These
use
little
the bathroom.
cutaways are my favorite thing in the world.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
they're canon in my head.
So it's been like 8 hours.
It's
of
been 8 hours.
fish hook.
Sick. I am
Fish
not
hook's dead.
exhausted
Yeah, I'm
anymore.
sure. Obviously.
I am not exhausted anymore.
Yeah. So Fishhook comes back, and he just sort of like appears right behind you. He goes,
Jesus.
Got it. All right. I found where they're keeping the captain, and I couldn't. It's under a bit of lock and key situation, but
Oh,
they're
yeah.
getting ready to move him. Turns out. Oh, I made you a map.
he pulls out this like elaborately detailed map with like
Jeez.
scales. It indicates north. Very, very professional.
Now that's a map.
And it's like, yeah, his cartography skills are exceptional. So
Holy Votor.
he got like a full layout of this place.
He says, I counted about 5 fire giant guards. Most of them are working in the foundry down below. But what they're doing, I couldn't quite get in that deep. But there's something's that's what leads up to the spires with the fire there. And they're keeping the captain up in a cell in one of the top of them spires, like on the outside of like there's a big chimney thing, and then there's like rooms on the outside, big giant kind of rooms. And then there's something about there's these magical like it's all this scrying like magical scribblings along the top. It goes it's like a tunnel. I don't even know how to describe it. Like a big archway up top, and these magic scribbling lines go all the way across it. And I keep talking about that there's some kind of handoff coming tomorrow, and that they're gonna put the captain on that and take him further inland into whatever's coming into that tunnel tomorrow. Don't know. They keep talking about some kind of
Great.
He's up high, but then they're gonna bring him down into some sort of magical tunnel thing.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
When-
tomorrow.
Whenever that, when they kept saying, what did they say? Local motions, local motive. Is what they're saying. That comes tomorrow.
The heck is a locomotive?
Well, you know.
So,
But that,
reason it's close
The
Yeah.
motive.
is
Yeah.
local.
Yeah.
It's a local.
Motive is
Motive.
That makes sense.
There's a reason. There's a close reason that they're gonna
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
I think that's right. I think I heard him right.
Well, it
But-
seems like the movement of him might be the best opportunity for extraction.
Right, that's our plan. That's our time to strike. When he's being moved onto the locomotion.
Do you know what time?
They say tomorrow first light.
Oh, okay.
and it's like, yeah, it's like getting on towards dusk now. So you got like a night.
5 guards to get to the local motion.
And we have
That's how many
Sianu.
I saw.
So plan is go in, get him, come back and meet Sianu.
And we have no idea when they're going to get here, but sure.
Yeah, but that's the plan.
They can move faster, and Marina is closer
Sure.
on the map.
Yeah, it's like here. And
Yeah.
we're here.
That is a lot closer.
Yeah.
I told him to tell us when he's on his way and how long it would take.
Yeah. So, looks like we'll be planning an escape on some kind of magical crazy train